Judy, what are your plans for Christmas? Have you prepared anything? Christmas is just around the corner. I'm sure you have some time to gather around and have dinner together. You know how that has always been the case in the family. You don't have any plans though, right? Can we all be together this Christmas?
Well, I bought the chocolate mousse cake that Anna always wanted for Christmas. She liked the princess decoration on top of the cake. She is really into princesses these days. And Anna loves seafood, so I bought some shrimp and crab legs. Anyway, Jack is on a business trip abroad, so there won't be many people. So I just prepared a little.
Christmas is all about the family gathering together and having fun. Is Anna doing okay?
Oh, Anna is just fine. Thank you for asking.
I'm sure Anna gets really lonely during the Christmas seasons, being the only child and all that.
No, it's okay, really. Anna is just perfectly fine.
Oh, why don't I bring everyone in the family over to your place? Then other grandchildren and Anna can spend Christmas together. Isn't that a great idea? And the adults can catch up and have a good time. You know, just me, my daughter, and you. It's been a while since we all got together, so I think it will be a great time for all of us. I'm sure other children miss Anna. What do you say?
Well, thank you for asking, but we just want to spend Christmas quietly and peacefully. We were really busy lately, and I thought we could really use time for ourselves. You know, no commotion and drinking. She'll be fine. Thank you for asking, though. And I really have to tell you again, I really need some alone time with Anna right now. The end of the year was really busy for me, and I'm just feeling a bit burnt out. I hope you understand. I just don't have the energy to be social at the moment. I just really need some space right now. I hope you can respect that and we can catch up another time when I'm feeling better.
What the hell does that mean? I'm trying to be nice to you guys by paying a visit when Jack is not around. I thought it would brighten you up when you're all by yourselves. Are you saying that I am ruining the peace? Is that what you're saying? Would you have said the same thing if me and my daughter were not your in-laws? Would you have treated us like a commotion and a nuisance? You're just giving us crap just because we're your in-laws. You're just a thankless brat, aren't you? You're really unbelievable. You're like a snake that bites the hand that feeds it.
I can't believe it. Thankless? Me? How can you even think you did anything to care for me? You just hated me since the day you set eyes on me. Don't act like you didn't.
You have no idea what I did for you.
You've despised me since the very beginning of our marriage, and it's been 4 long years. Frankly, your behavior towards me has been intolerable, and I'm sick of it. I'm a person with emotions and feelings, and it's impossible not to notice your attitude towards me. You've been nothing but rude and dismissive from day one. It's not like I'm a straw man with no feelings.
Well, I guess I wasn't as subtle as I wanted to be. But frankly, I don't care. You deserve to hear the truth. It's not like I don't have my reasons. If your son was married to a woman who was 3 years older than him, would you be happy about it?
Frankly, you should be ashamed of yourself for being such a hateful and judgmental person. I refuse to continue to tolerate your disrespect and will not stand for it any longer.
You don't have any shame, chasing after a younger man like Jack. And what kind of woman marries a man who's so much younger than her anyway? You should be ashamed of yourself.
You really don't have any boundaries, do you? Your opinion on my marriage is none of your business, Leah. If I wanted to hear from someone with such outdated and judgmental views, I'd go ask a stranger on the street. And what kind of woman marries a man much younger than her? The kind who's confident in herself and her choices. You need to get over yourself and stop projecting your own insecurities onto me and my marriage.
Ha! That's not love. You're just using my son for your own selfish desires.
What kind of person marries to fulfill selfish desires? If that was the case, I wouldn't have even gotten married to anyone in the first place.
I don't believe you. You're just a gold digger who's after Jack's money. But I won't let you ruin his life.
Leah, are you serious? I had more money at the time we got married.
Yeah, shut up, Judy. I'm not believing you no matter what you say.
I don't care how much you don't like me, but seriously, this is getting ridiculous. We're already married, have a child, and are living well. Yet you continue to harp on my age as if it's some kind of crime.
Because a man should never marry an older woman.
Jesus, please wake up. Just the other day, you showed up unannounced at our house and told me I smelled like an old woman. And on top of that, you insisted on opening all the windows for 30 minutes in the freezing winter because you claimed the air in our home was stale. You even went so far as to make a fuss about how the smell was giving you a headache and had to take painkillers. I mean, I was already infuriated watching you disrespect me in front of your son. But seeing you take inhalers for your own headaches while trying to put me down really pushed me over the edge. You're really something. You're the best, the most cunning mother-in-law with the greatest acting skills.
What is it? Did you just call me cunning? Even if I were, could I ever reach your level? Do you think I'll be impressed if you package your side hustle at home as remote work or some fancy term? No matter how well you butter up what you do, it won't make your pitiful situation any better. You're living off the money my son earns by working himself to death. And now you're lying about working from home. Well, I guess you had to do something to keep your conscience clean. It's pathetic. So pathetic.
Listen up, because I need to set the record straight here. I'm not just dabbling in some side hustle from home. I'm a full-blown remote worker, honing my craft in the comfort of my own home. And let me be crystal clear. I have never, not once, siphoned a single penny from my husband's hard-earned money to support myself. So don't even try to put that narrative out there, because it's just plain fiction.
Listen up. All you ever do is run your mouth and talk back. That's exactly why I said I didn't want an old daughter-in-law like you. You're so full of yourself that you even make fun of your poor mother-in-law. You piece of crap. You have no concept of hard work.
Oh yeah? Enlighten me. I'm dying to know what you think.
Working means going out, sweating, and hustling to make money, not playing around drinking a cup of coffee at home like you do. Do you even know what it means to work? It's not just sitting in your pajamas in front of a computer all day like you do. It's getting out there and grinding, putting in the sweat and tears to make a living. And as for side hustles, that's what people call folding tissues, making candles, and putting on dull eyes at home. But you're not doing a side hustle. You're just goofing off in front of a screen all day. Get it?
These days, it's a narrow-minded and outdated view to think that you can only make money by sweating outside. If you just reject something you don't know, you're being ignorant and closed-minded. If you're like a frog in a well, you can at the very least stay quiet and listen to others' experiences and knowledge. Acting like you're knowledgeable about the world outside your well when you don't know anything will only make you look foolish.
Oh, now you're calling me foolish. Look at you go.
I want you to know that I make just as much money working from home as someone who works outside does. So, Leah, there's absolutely no reason for you to disrespect me or my work. I work hard every day and earn good enough, just like my husband, and I deserve the same level of respect. Please, I'd appreciate it if you stopped interfering with what I do.
Oh, you think you make good money, do you? Well, that means you better start opening up your wallet and buying gifts for all of my grandkids this Christmas, including myself. And let me tell you, our kids have stomachs like bottomless pits, so you better order enough chicken and pizza to feed an entire family. And don't you dare skimp on the presents and cake either, if you really want to prove yourself as a worthy member of this family. Because if you can't even manage that, I don't see why we should bother keeping you around. Do you understand me loud and clear?
I don't understand why you think that I need to prove myself to you or seek your approval. It's not as if I need your validation to feel secure in my own life. I'm not like you. If you want to spend Christmas with your daughter, then just do so. What does it even have to do with me? Honestly, it's enough for me to know that you and your daughter are spending time together. You don't need to go out of your way to include me in your plans. I'm content with spending the holiday season with my own loved ones.
If I generously offer to give something, don't be a total brat and rudely reject it as if a simple thank you is beneath you.
Hey! I never asked for it!
Aren't you supposed to be a decent aunt who can at least do that much for your nieces and nephews? Do you even have a clue what Christmas means to these kids? It's Christmas, and these kids have been eagerly waiting for Santa's gifts all year long. Or are Are you intentionally trying to crush the innocent hearts of these poor little ones who have been waiting for this day with so much excitement? They don't deserve to be disappointed like this, especially not by their own family. Shame on you for being so selfish and insensitive.
I mean, come on. I'm not some kind of Santa Claus here to fulfill your grandchildren's wishes. And let's be real. Isn't an aunt basically just a stranger? The fact that they are your family should be reason enough to show some basic human decency and kindness. If you can't be bothered to do anything for them, then you might as well not even bother acknowledging their existence. Even your daughter, an aunt to Anna, hasn't lifted a finger for my daughter Anna since she was born. And you expect me to do anything for her kids? So why on earth would I bother taking care of my second nieces and nephews who are practically strangers to me? It's not my job to play the role of generous relative when even their own parents can't be bothered. It's not your job to be Santa Claus, but it's not like anyone is asking you to donate a kidney. Grow up and learn to be a decent human being for once.
How can you be so damn heartless to them? You're more than 3 years older than my son, so you should have the basic human decency to take care of and support your extended family. Why the hell are you so self-centered and aloof? It's like you're exuding frigidity from every pore of your body. You've frozen my heart solid like a block of ice.
Oh, how dare you accuse me of being heartless and self-centered? Why should anyone be obligated to care about their extended family just because they happen to be related? I have my own life to live and my own problems to deal with. It's not my responsibility to constantly cater to the needs of my distant relatives.
Wow! So you're saying you're just going to ignore the children and do whatever you want? Now that's cruel. I don't know what kind of aunt would do such a thing.
Well, then I can give you a simple solution. Why don't you just ignore me as a whole? I'm sure that will make our lives much easier. You don't see me, and I don't see you. You know, if you don't want to deal with some crap like me, just go around it. Don't try to do things your way.
What? Am I reading this right? Are you seriously so pathetic that you have to resort to calling yourself crap? You're nothing more than a tasteless, unrefined woman with no class. I can't believe my son is stuck living with someone like you. I told him he should marry someone younger. It breaks my heart to see him subjected to such a low life. He should know that it's not too late.
You're entitled to your opinion, but it doesn't change the fact that you're an intolerant and disrespectful person. Your son chose me, not you, and I'm confident in our love and commitment to each other. Your attempts to break us apart only show your own bitterness and resentment. So I suggest you keep your opinions to yourself and learn to respect other people's choices and differences.
No matter how much you try to resist, I'll be dragging my daughter and grandchildren to your dump of a house to enjoy a warm and happy Christmas. You better be prepared for it. You sorry excuse for a human being. And let's get one thing straight, you spineless excuse for a host. Unlike you, I have the decency and manners to treat my in-laws with respect and hospitality. You can't even imagine doing that, can you?
What did you even do? The best hospitality that you ever provided was by not being there.
No matter how low you are, I'm sure you wouldn't do anything like kicking out guests as if they're garbage. Or is that even too much to ask of you?
Listen up, Leah, because I'm only going to say this once. I have important matters to attend to that day, so there's no way in hell I'll be able to entertain any of your sorry guests. Don't even bother asking, because the answer will be a firm and resounding no.
Shut the hell up. I don't give a damn about your excuses. I'm going to your wretched house, whether you like it or not.
Jesus, get a life. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
What's wrong with visiting my own son's house? It's not like I'm wrecking the whole place. And you better make sure everything is on point, from the gifts to the damn food. Don't you dare cheap out on the presents for my grandkids. I want them to have gifts that cost at least $100.
If you're just being a charity case, why don't you just say so?
And as for the cake, it better have a goddamn Marvel character on it because that's what the kids love. My first grandchild likes chocolate cake and the second one likes strawberry cake, so get the biggest and most expensive cake you can find. Do you understand me? You useless piece of garbage. Open the damn door right now! Where the hell did you learn to be so damn impolite and rude to your sister-in-law and me like this? Do you really want to leave us standing out here in the cold like a bunch of idiots? We're all starving, so open the door and show some respect, goddammit! You better understand what I'm saying.
I can't believe you still showed up after refusing several times, Leah. How desperate are you for attention? And now you expect me to magically open the door for you? Are you that stupid, Leah? Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm not at home right now. What a waste of my brain power. Why are you bothering me with your petty plans, Leah? Don't you have anything better to do?
What? What are you talking about? Are you telling me you're not home?
I'm at my parents' house with Anna, so good luck trying to get in.
What the hell? I specifically told you to get your act together and prepare gifts and food for us to enjoy today. Did I not make myself clear?
I already told you that it might not be possible due to my circumstances.
Your excuses don't mean a damn thing to me. If you had just listened to me, we could have had a lively and enjoyable Christmas. And that would have been great for Anna, too. But no, you're so mean, trying to make your own granddaughter feel lonely on Christmas. You only had one child and don't want to have any more, and that's a problem.
First of all, that's none of your business, Leah. My sister-in-law and her husband and our nieces and nephews are all having fun at our parents' house, so you're worrying too much about nothing. It's much better for me to spend Christmas at my parents' house rather than bear unexpected expenses. Especially when it's you and your daughter coming along just to make everything so much worse.
Our grandkids were looking forward to getting gifts from you. But I guess that was too much to expect from someone as selfish and irresponsible as you.
It's not my responsibility to buy gifts for your grandchildren. Take care of your own damn family.
Come home right now and order delivery food at least. It's the only chance I'm giving you. Being kind. Is that too much to ask? Take this chance and do as I say. Otherwise, I will never accept you as my daughter-in-law.
Do as you please. I don't care.
This is why old women like you are not wife material. If an old woman just stays at home, doing whatever side hustle, the air in the house becomes so rotten that even cockroaches will run away. When you open the closet, there's a strange smell of sweat and crap from the bedding. The smell of old people lingers. How can you cover up and sleep with this smell? I feel sorry for my son who lives with a dirty woman like you. It tears my heart apart.
Leah, what are you talking about?
Did you break into my home? I've been to my son's house before. It's not like I've invaded it or anything. Besides, I'm Jack's mom. This is my home as much as it is yours.
Leah, it's not just my husband's house, it's also my home. How did you even know the front door password?
I thought about it and remembered that your husband wrote down the front door password in case of emergency when you guys moved. I'm such a genius who thinks of difficult things, right? Oh, and I ordered cake, chicken, and salmon with the money under the bed.
You did what?
We ordered generously since we're big eaters, and it cost about $500. You said you earn enough, right? So this shouldn't be a problem. Oh, and also, we spent about $600 on gifts for the children, so that's how much it cost. Please clean up after we leave tomorrow morning.
How did you know there was money under the bed? Did Jack tell you about this?
My son has always had a habit of putting money under the bed since he was young. Didn't you know? As expected, there's no one who knows my son better than his mother.
You and your daughter are nothing but pathetic beggars. You're so poor that you have to mooch off of us and buy cheap food. Do you have any self-respect at all? Why should we have to pay for your meals?
Why, you ask? Because we are your guests and you don't even have the decency to understand that. And for your information, you should either throw away your old stinky clothes or boil them and dry them in the sun because your foul smell is making me sick.
That blanket you're talking about is the blanket you used when you came to our house last time.
What the hell did you just say?
You always complain about my smell, so my husband purposely didn't wash it and told me to give it to you as is next time you come over.
What? You're telling me that he set this up? He never would. This is all your idea.
Believe what you want. I don't care. I'm just letting you know. People say they can't smell their own scent, but you seem to have a talent for smelling your own old person stench. Is it because you were born to eat crumbs off the streets like a dog? You must be so proud of your superior sense of smell.
What? Are you daring to disrespect me right now? Making all that crap up about this? Do you just go around insulting people's belongings for fun? Get a life, Judy.
If I had even wanted to stand up to you, I would have barred you from coming to our house altogether because of your terrible stench. I couldn't even focus on work with your stench lingering in the air.
Then why don't you get a real job like everyone else? You just can't because of your incompetence. If you really wanted to, you could have just went out and got a job at a company.
Are you kidding me? Someone who steals from her own son has no place to criticize others. And let's be real, we all know about your notorious tendency to neglect basic household chores like laundry and dishes. It's no surprise that you only shower once every few days or so. Here's a thought. Maybe if you took better care of yourself, people would actually want to be around you.
Excuse me? As if you don't smell like fish and garbage.
You know I don't. And as if that wasn't bad enough, my husband is livid right now and wants nothing to do with you. Can you blame him?
Are you telling me you spilled the beans to my son? You are truly an unbelievable piece of crap.
What else was I supposed to do? You stole from us, plain and simple. That money was my husband's hard-earned emergency fund. But you didn't give a second thought about your own son's well-being when you snatched it all up. And let's not forget about your nasty little habit of sneaking money from your son's piggy bank whenever you get the chance when he was young. It's pathetic, really. What did you do with those quarters and dimes? Get yourself some nice Reese's.
What? Nasty little habit.
Listen, you filthy hag. You are not welcome in our home anymore. Your disgusting habits have made a mess of our place, and you need to clean it up immediately and leave. You know, Sarah, it's not that hard to take a shower and use some deodorant. Maybe if you tried practicing basic hygiene, people wouldn't have to insult you behind your back. But then again, given your low IQ, I'm not surprised you don't understand that. Well, but, you know, I guess it's too late for that, too. My husband is fed up with your presence and wants nothing to do with you.
My son would never do that. He's so cute and lovely. He only turned into a completely different person after marrying someone as old as you.
Wow, slow down there. Let me make something clear to you, you ignorant woman. Your entitled attitude is beyond ridiculous. First of all, your son is a grown man who made his own choice. It's not like you can steal from his piggy bank anymore. Second, you can't just blame me for everything. Maybe you should take a good hard look in the mirror and reflect on your own shortcomings. And for your information, I may be older, but I have class and maturity, something you clearly lack. It's no wonder your son cut ties with you, and now I'm doing the same. Get out of our lives and stay out.
Oh, really? You think you can just cut ties and ignore me like that? Think again, Judy. I'll never let you go. I'll do everything in my power to make your life miserable. You'll regret ever crossing me. Healthy attitude. Who cares about that? You've made a big mistake, Judy. You don't want to be on my bad side. I have connections, resources, and the determination to make your life a living hell. I'll ruin your reputation, your career, and your relationships. You'll be sorry for ever trying to cut ties with me.
That's your choice, Sarah. But I won't be affected by your actions. The more you try, the more likely it is that Jack will cut ties with you as well. I'm simply choosing to remove toxic people from my life. It's nothing personal.
It's always personal with you, Judy.
Like I said, if you ever come back, I'm calling the cops, and you'll be sorry that you ever came close to us. After all that, I couldn't believe the mess that Sarah and my sister-in-law had left behind. I had hoped that after I spoke to Sarah so firmly, she would come to her senses and clean up the mess. But there was no indication of regret, and I knew I had to cut off contact. It's funny how they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. In this case, Sarah and her daughter were two peas in a pod. Neither of them seemed to listen to anything I said, and I knew there was no reasoning with them. They just left everything they ate and drank behind. I guess I should be glad that they didn't tear down the whole place like a pair of hogs. So I blocked their numbers, changed the front door password, and made sure I wouldn't have to see them again. It's been peaceful without them around, and I don't miss the mess they created one bit. As for Sarah, she had been begging to see her son for weeks, but her smell was unbearable. She just doesn't learn, does she? It's been a week since I last saw her, and the air is so fresh and clean without her. I can taste the difference in the air, and it's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.